Hey folks, this is part 2 of our interview with the studio head of Panic Button, the guys who brought Doom 2016, Wolfenstein 2, and Rocket League to Switch. If you could introduce yourself for our readers.
Sure, yeah, my name is Adam Creighton. I'm the studio head for Panic Button.
Could you talk to us a little bit about porting Wolfenstein 2 to Switch?
Yeah, the Switch is a fantastic device. It's a very purpose-built device that's made so you can dock it or take it with you. So it has different system resources than, say, a dedicated TV-only console. And games like Doom and Wolfenstein, built on id Tech, were not built with that device in mind. So there's a lot of work that we do as far as an initial due diligence. There's a very low level of technical assessment that we do where we're looking at where system resources are being spent, where there are challenges or opportunities on the CPU or the GPU or those kind of things. And there's just a lot of low level re-architecture we do of things to take advantage of the individual piece of hardware. Like I mentioned earlier, we're really familiar with the hardware, and so we were able to do things, for example, natively on the graphic API side of things to get additional performance. Work very closely with both Nintendo and with NVIDIA to just make the game sing on the hardware. I mean, we're proud with how it turned out. We really are.
Now, I feel that one of those things, like as you've gained more experience with Switch, like are you finding there's even still more you could like push it? Like I feel like one of the great things, like Rocket League, it runs great, but like you guys put that patch out and it was running even better, higher resolution and things. So like, do you feel like there's even more room to like push it forward more, like as you learn things?
Yeah, I think absolutely. You know, we're still fairly early into the life cycle of the Nintendo Switch, and I think there's a lot of opportunity to do more with the hardware, get more from the hardware. The hardware is maturing, games are maturing. The other part of it too is it's such an overwhelming, undeniable success that I think right now a lot of people are now planning on it for their titles, as opposed to how do we make this title work on this hardware. And that's a fun additional challenge, because we're able to get in there with folks and say, okay, let's plan on this piece of hardware and let's make some decisions, design and technical, so we can make it sing on this platform.
Do you feel like there's anything specific about Wolfenstein 2 that makes it a great portable title?
I think part of it is it's a technical challenge that's a big success to put on the hardware, but it's also thematically it's a very meaty title. And part of what I was excited about was when I do projects for my studio, I want to do things that are big and important, and then I want to outdo that, and then I want to outdo that again. And so when we put Doom onto Nintendo Switch, after that it was what is more challenging, and Wolfenstein is technically and thematically more challenging content, and that's awesome and that's exciting. So I think that'll make it very appealing. It's also I really like how Bethesda has just kind of unasked the question as to whether AAA core games are viable on this platform. They absolutely are, and so putting these two titles in particular, I think just kind of opens up the world for a whole bunch of people.
At the Bethesda conference, they announced another game in the Wolfenstein series, Youngblood. Do you think there could be a chance we might see that on Switch?
I'd love to. You know, it's purely a Bethesda and Nintendo conversation, and I'm sure that they're, given the success of Doom, and then and I expect Wolfenstein 2 to do very, very, very well. I'm sure that they're talking constantly about what titles make sense for the platform and for the partnership. We like the franchise quite a bit. We like the relationship with both of them, and so we're all in for whatever.
Awesome.